What's up, petards? This is basketball talk. Welcome to basketball hockey talk. This is hockey talk, Hockey Town.
Yeah, get your
Detroit
rights.
Hockey. Where are you going?
Hockey Town.
What are you doing? This is how we do it here at the Paradizo Studios in the heart of Troy, Michigan. What's up, Yaari?
What's up, JoJo?
How's it going?
I'm feeling good. It's good to be able to see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, truly.
Vision is it's quite
the viewers obviously would have seen by now.
Viewers.
Yeah,
the Matt Yaari walking through the mall with the blindfold video.
Whoa!
It was so much fun to watch happen.
It was,
even though I missed really important moments.
But the most important moment.
We got to get a better.
Well, the most important. Yeah, we got to get a different cameraman. We should get James Cameron to come shoot it next time we do that.
Yeah.
Or we could reach out to James Cameron and say,
pretty good.
Can you use one of your avatar cameras to film Yaari walking through the mall blindfolded?
Yes.
It went better than I expected it was going to go. I was pretty excited to see. There was a bunch of kids who were enjoying,
entertained. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to entertain the kids.
You love entertaining the kids, dude.
I do. Someone's got to do it.
You're starting a charity.
Being blind is entertaining.
You're starting a charity called Entertaining the Kids, right?
Yes. Uh-huh.
And you're gonna
find them at
walk around with a blindfold. You're gonna go to kids' birthday parties with a blindfold.
That's just my first stunt. There will be more to come. But I've been saying for a while. What else am I got? We just have to do more shit in public.
Should we do pantsing in the hood? Have you seen that?
I've seen that.
Should we do some pantsing in the hood, Lemon?
People in the hood or getting pants?
It's exactly what it sounds like.
I think you should go to the hood and get pantsed.
We could do that. We could say we're getting pants.
Have you ever seen, there was, one of them is they go pants people in the hood, which is just dangerous.
What's so dangerous about that?
If you guys were to go to the hood, what would you do?
There was one where they pants the guy and a fucking gun fell out.
That sounds like it.
So it's pretty dangerous. Yeah. Is that dangerous enough for you, Joe?
What is the gun going to do? It fell out of the guy's pants.
Right. Yeah.
You know?
What's the gun going to do? It does what guns do.
He's going to kill someone for taking his pants. That's his fault.
Speaking of pants,
they
did a variation of that where they would go and they would start talking shit. And then every time they're like, "Whoa, you want to fucking fight?" And then they would
get naked,
take their own pants, and
that's
they'd be
awesome.
wearing like a pink Speedo. It's like, "Let's fucking go!" And the other person would run the fuck away.
Yeah, you want to do that?
That would end the fight. I'd be more likely to do that.
Yeah,
that's like
you should do pulling out a gun on the guy in the hood, where you take your pants off and then you pull a gun out on the guy.
Yeah, combining everything.
Like in order to pull the gun out, you have to have your pants off.
Pantsing in the hood. There's no way those videos are real. The pantsing in the hood.
No, it's
too
risky.
I think they're not real. I think they probably.
It's very easy. All that stuff is so easy to stage.
I don't believe any prank videos. Very seldom do I believe a prank video.
There's some where they get like fucked up.
Really? I haven't seen those, but I've seen where like they pants the guys and then they run away, and then they laugh and then they say it's just a prank, and then the guys leave them alone. And I don't think that anyone would leave someone alone after they just pants them.
Like, obviously, it was a prank. That's why I'm mad.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You never know. I'm not from the hood, so what do I know?
Yeah, no, but I want to get back to that.
What?
If you guys were to go to the hood, what would be your first step? Define the hood. What's your hood?
West Bloomfield.
West Bloomfield. Yeah, dude. It's so fucking ghetto in West Bloomfield.
Pants people in West Bloomfield all the time.
But seriously, like if we were to do like in the hood videos, where are we going?
I don't know. Somewhere in Detroit, probably.
What part of
Detroit is I mean, often I think when people say the hood, Detroit is the first city that comes to people's head. Are you asking like what neighborhood?
As far as like in Michigan, that's like the hood.
Really? I feel like.
Do you think like someone in like Alabama like is singing to Detroit?
I'd say so.
Like Chicago.
Maybe
LA.
in Chicago, people think Chicago.
Think about like their nearest.
Yeah, whatever the nearest
city.
one.
Yeah.
But for a long time, I think Detroit was always the hood.
Detroit was known as being one of the more.
Yeah.
It statistically was like the most. Like the.
Why do you want to know where we would go to film it?
Because I just want to go there and hang out.
Why?
I just want to make some black friends.
You want to make some friends in the hood?
Yeah.
Just by going and pantsing them?
No, I'm just seeing if you guys know where the hood is.
No, dude, I don't go to
where the hood at.
I mean, there's a couple places. I used to.
Do I look like I know about the hood?
Back when I was an insurance salesman, I would make a bunch of cold calls and set appointments And I didn't really know who I was calling or where they lived. So it would end up being a lot of trying to sell life insurance in the hood.
Yeah, well, that's, you know.
It's important.
Life expectancy.
That's where I learned how to hustle and grind.
Right. That was your Eminem moment.
People who didn't want to. Yeah, exactly.
Hey, yo, fuck up, man.
I went to high school in Detroit, and it wasn't like the hood, but it wasn't like far from a hood.
High school in Detroit?
Yeah.
All right, because you went to U of D, right?
Yeah. So it was like an all-boys Jesuit high school, but it was in Detroit. So
the Jesuits, huh?
Yeah.
You know, you in on conspiracies? That's what they say.
Conspiracies about the Jesuits?
So what you're saying is
they say that the Jesuits are in one of the, like, conspiracy, like,
they're the
factions.
conspiracy.
Well, there's different, like, secret societies.
Yeah.
And so the Jesuits are one of them.
Okay.
It's like the Jews, the
They're
Jesuits,
not very secret.
Oh, okay.
The Illuminati.
Okay.
Which is just
Well, I'm in one of the secret societies, I guess.
The Jesuits ones?
Maybe.
Which one are you in, Lemon?
I'm torn.
Someone got
I'm a
really
free agent.
You're a free agent. You're waiting for them to call you.
Yeah.
You're waiting to see. Someone
He's in the Lemonati.
Yeah.
Honestly, sometimes I think about just joining the CCCP, the USSR.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'd make you better at hockey.
Yeah.
Did you ever play hockey?
No. I played floor hockey, never ice hockey.
You've never even like played it just for like as a...
No, never. I've like skated with a stick and a puck, but never like organized playing anything. But yeah, that was the one sport I wanted to play, but I had the option either get to play every other sport or just hockey. And I was like, well, I like all these other sports.
Yeah, that's fair. Well,
my dad just didn't want to pay for it and travel all the time.
Is there a lot of traveling involved?
Yeah, no, it's a lot of commitment. Like if your kid plays hockey, like
how is it more expensive than the other sports?
Because you have to like have all the which other sports like basketball.
Football, you have to have a lot of equipment.
It's all provided. The team provides all the pads.
You have to have your own shit.
Hockey, you have to bring everything. Yeah, baseball, they'll provide like bats and helmets, but like you have to have your own glove and like cleats. But
I feel like that's expected.
Yeah, but in football, like you literally don't even need anything if you're playing for like your school.
Shit.
Yeah. You just need a cup.
Football with your feet. You just need the cleats, right?
Soccer?
Yeah, just the cleats. Oh, yeah, and shin guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, which are like $3.
Right.
If you think about it, like, well, soccer is the one you need the least. That's why
actually,
that's why it's like the world sport because you can get really good. Even
you could be, poor,
you
could be a little boy living in a hut in Jamaica.
No, literally, you can
become the best footballer.
You can crumble a piece of paper and just kick it around. And that's soccer. Yeah. That's why it is the most popular sport.
Shout out you, soccer. Isn't there something soccer? No, there's a baseball thing going on. Mm-hmm. What is it? The World Cup or something?
World Baseball Classic. It's their version of the World Cup.
Yeah.
It's getting bigger.
Dominican Republic is winning. They're like the top.
Nah, they got eliminated.
Oh, really?
By Italy, I think. It's
Italy beat the Dominican Republic?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
To be fair, Italy, they are like underdogs, but all but 3 of their players are American. They're just Italian Americans.
Oh, okay.
So it's basically they're just
a
different version of Team USA.
Like there's a Chaldean soccer player who like plays in America, but every time it's the World Cup,
he plays for Iraq.
Plays for Iraq.
Yeah. No, that's how they do it.
Yeah. Which I wouldn't do that. I would play for America because I'm American and I get to shoot people.
What's funny is you can definitely tell that French is the dominant language of Africa once you see France's soccer team in the World Cup.
It's all like
they all
Louis
go there.
Bodo or some
I don't know. They have like 3 white guys.
Oh,
but then you go to France and there's no black people.
Yeah. France, there's a lot of black people. Well,
yeah, like actually, because any French-speaking nation has a lot of Africans.
Yeah,
like
that's awesome, dude. Shout out France, the true melting pot.
Yeah, they colonized Africa the hardest.
Yeah, they did.
Well, shout out
Jamaica.
Well,
Caribbean.
Was the colonizing the worst part of the slavery? Who did Africa worse?
One
Who cares, dude? None of it matters.
It's all.
No,
it's all part of the
none of it matters.
I want because if we can come out on top with France being worse than us,
sure, yeah.
Although they like stopped slavery like way before us, didn't they?
Yeah, because they don't produce anything.
Yeah,
what are they producing?
No crap.
Like, what do we have all these slaves for? They're just sitting around.
That's so fucking crazy. That's literally true.
We gotta get them to do something. And then instead they just started making like weird art house films about incest and rape.
It's probably if we're gonna be historical about it, it's probably just because they got fucked by the Brits in like the 1800s.
The French?
Yeah. Napoleon lost to the Brits, and then that.
Yeah, he had it coming.
That ended their empire.
I thought he lost to Russia.
Napoleon had it coming.
Did?
Yeah,
he did. But he also eventually lost to the British.
Well, I mean, you're like barely in frame.
Was it Waterloo?
Water Jew, right? There
Never forget the Waterloo.
And that's how the Rothschilds basically bought the British economy.
The water? They bought all the water.
Is Waterloo?
What?
Like the Battle of Waterloo?
Something like that.
Is that true? That's a serious
soda.
thing? Oh, really? That's pretty cool, dude.
I would.
Kind of is. Well,
we got to start conquering again, dude.
So there's the British
no good conquerors
French
anymore.
War, and the Rothschilds funded both sides. And
that's awesome.
They already knew that the British won.
Yeah.
Right? And then they went into the London Stock Exchange. And they pretended that they were like all distraught and everything, and they started selling all their stocks. So everybody assumed that meant that the British lost the war. So everybody started selling their stocks. So everything was super cheap, and then they just bought everything. And
that's awesome.
They basically just owned the whole country.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah, Jude those fucks.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cool.
It's that easy.
We got to get back to conquering, dude.
Yeah. And then
Trump's been on the conquering path right now.
Right. He's taking Greenland.
It's so hard to conquer with social media. You can't trick people the same anymore.
Right.
What? You can't trick people. It's easier to trick people.
Well, yeah. No, you're right.
People are mad about Timothée Chalamet. Do you guys know about that?
No. People are still more skeptical now.
I don't know about that.
People are more skeptical.
No, because people think that like real things are fake now, and so I guess it is still tricking them.
Yeah.
Well, people have always believed real things are fake. You know, like the globe.
So you admit it's real.
Fake things are real. Whatever.
You said real things are fake.
That's not what I meant.
Well, regardless, this Timothée Chalamet thing, I think is really funny. He did like some interview, and he said in the interview like he was talking about like how much he loves acting, and he's like, because I'd rather be acting than doing something like ballet or opera. There's just it's a dying art form that nobody cares about. Mm-hmm. And now everybody hates Timothée Chalamet because he talks shit about opera and ballet.
Well,
and
how many of you people were going to the ballet?
Exactly,
opera?
that's the thing. And then he lost the Oscar for Best Actor, and so people are like clowning him and be like, "That's what you get for talking shit about opera and ballet."
Did he? He didn't even talk shit about it. He talked shit about the state of it and like how people aren't supporting it.
Yeah.
From what I understand.
In the comments, put in your favorite currently active opera singer or ballerina.
Yeah.
Oh, well, can't?
That's the point that I guess they're trying to make is that
Matt
like
Bellamy.
we care, we pay actors like millions of dollars to be in like these big superhero movies, but nobody cares about, which is really it's making the exact same point that he's making, that nobody cares about these things anymore. He's just saying he doesn't want to do them. Which I don't want to see him do either of them either. That'd be kind of gay.
Ballet or opera?
Yeah.
Well, if it's a little too late to start developing those.
Yeah, dude, we should start. Maybe that's how we differentiate.
Wait, what if we did both in one?
We did ballet opera.
Bell opera.
What if we go to take ballet lessons for a video for an app?
Kind of funny.
That would be funny.
Yeah. We got to bring ballet back. We're going to save ballet.
We're saving it.
I was an offensive lineman when I played football, and my uncle tried, like, he was genuinely trying to get me to take ballet lessons.
Yeah,
I
always heard that. Yeah.
Either ballet or tap dancing, because it's, like, good for your footing. Yeah.
It is.
Dude, what flavor is that?
Oh, that was weed. It's
was weed?
Thin mint cookie
marijuana
strain. Yeah.
Okay, because that's a very strong.
Mint weed?
Also, maybe don't say that out loud.
Whatever.
That was.
I don't want to get kicked out of here, dude.
They're not watching the pod.
They're not watching the pod, but there's people who are here.
I don't think there are.
Right, well, they sell alcohol here. It's 21 plus substance.
Yeah, they do.
That's awesome, dude.
Although I don't know.
What?
Hopefully, it's definitely legal. It's for sure.
It's not
legal what they're doing. They definitely have a license.
Oh, I don't know about that. Let's not talk about that. Let's talk more about ballet.
Folks.
I want to do some ballet and opera, dude.
All right, we're back talking
doing
about
ballet.
Bell opera.
Bell opera.
So I'm thinking
we're gonna save it.
Ted
dude.
Cruz. We get him to be the star, and then his co-star.
Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
I was thinking of a woman.
Who
Bad
were you
Bunny
thinking of?
with a wig.
Kathy Lee Gifford.
No, Bad Bunny with a wig. Good Bunny.
Sure. Yeah. Good Bunny.
Yeah. And then
Bad Bunny. He's the devil, dude. He
reggaeton.
speaks a different language. I hate it. I hate listening to him talk a different language.
Okay.
I hate it. Every time I hear him speak his devil tongue, I'm like, we got to do something about this Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
He has two bunnies have 2 ears. You know who else has 2 ears? The devil.
It's
true.
He's speaking in tongues.
Right,
I don't know what he's saying. He must be speaking in tongues.
yeah. So I guess was Kevin speaking in tongues this whole time?
Kevin speaks in tongues. Yeah.
Kevin speaks with the tongue.
He uses tongue. Let me tell you.
Oh,
Do Tongans?
That's not helping the gay
Do people
relationship
from Tonga
argument.
speak in tongues?
I don't know what that is.
They should. Tonga? It's like a Pacific island kind of thing.
Tonga?
Never heard of it.
Are you thinking of Congo?
Nope.
No, it's
Tonga.
You're not thinking of the drum.
I've been binging a lot of Matt Yaari unedited on YouTube.
Have you?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That's the inspiration I need to get through my days.
Is it?
Watching Matt Yaari unedited.
Okay.
So
Shout out
funny.
Matt Yaari on it.
It's so funny to me. I love it. Yeah.
It's not even supposed to be.
When's the last time you took your shirt off?
Last time
You haven't made one in like 2 weeks.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
I got to get back on top of it.
I miss having daily inspiration from Matt Yaari unedited.
Do you edit it at
See,
all?
now I'm going to...
Is there any editing?
You got to get back to
I
it.
got to get back in the fucking game.
That's a genuine question. Do you edit it at all?
No.
So you record, you just upload. You don't cut a single thing.
I don't like... I might cut out the beginning or the end.
You might edit it. You might edit out.
Yeah, but I'm not like changing it. I'm just
leave the
taking
end
out
in.
a chunk.
Leave the end in. People need to see you turning the camera off.
Yeah, people need to see you reach out and grab the camera off the thing and then forget to turn it off and then walk into the store with the camera still recording in your pocket. And then
Because how am I supposed to believe you if you edit?
What, do you hit on women, Yaari?
Sometimes.
When's the last time you hit on a woman?
Fucking last night.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome. At New Way?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Did you just meet that girl there?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome, dude. How'd that go?
Did you both leave at the same time?
No, we did not.
What was the context?
She was just sitting at the bar, and I sat next to her.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
You were at New Way too?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, yeah.
I had
with
the
Grace.
day off.
That's very cool.
Yeah, I didn't want to.
Was she a cutie? She was a little crazy.
She was crazy. I think I'm pretty sure she's at least a retired. She might still be a currently active stripper.
Ooh.
You were at the New Way.
Oh yeah,
You do look like you
a
sell
bitch
cocaine,
sitting alone
so-
at the bar at the New Way bar on a Monday night isn't probably the most
Yeah,
level-headed bitch.
Putting down drinks.
Yeah, that's
Well,
awesome, dude.
I mean,
It's very
yeah,
exciting
she
to
was
know
drunk.
that you hit on women.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're excited.
I thought you brought her because you like introduced her and everything. You're like, this is Jack. Her name was Jacqueline.
That's a good name. That's a
It
good
was.
stripper name.
How do I remember that? That's because I thought it was a guy name.
Yeah, you thought she was a guy.
You called her Jack, and then she was like Jacqueline.
I didn't call her Jack.
I didn't call her Jack shit.
Hey, there we go. I remember one time at the New Way, there was a chick there who she was like lounging upon the pool table, and she was Derek Irvin.
Yeah.
She was like asking him to take pictures of her, and she was wearing this like tiny dress, and like her cheetah thong was like sticking out of the bottom of her dress, and
Was
she
she
like had her
Russian?
legs. I don't know. She might have been, but
I think I remember her.
Really?
Yeah. Was she like super obnoxious and like involved?
She was pretty obnoxious.
Was she like interfering with the comedy the whole night?
I don't remember that, but I just remember walking back and seeing Derek Irvin like taking pictures of her, and like she was like posing on the pool table with like her legs spread, but she like put her arm in the middle to like try and block it. It was some sort of like
Wait, who was
seductive
this?
pose. Some just random bitch at New Way. But
When was that?
it was like a year ago, probably.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. You missed out, Yaari. This whole photo shoot thing. It might have been that Russian chick that everybody got their dick sucked from, but I don't know.
Not everybody.
Like two people or something.
No, I literally.
Who? I know Jaren.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I'm trying to riff for the pod.
She was into black guys.
I'm trying to tell exciting stories.
I went up there because I just made my Instagram. And
trying to get the viewers hard.
I was just trying to I wasn't even trying to hit on her.
Are you
she seemed
hard?
Crazy. But I was just like, you should follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then she's like, you're not my type. I was like, what?
Didn't you post a video of her trying to heckle you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a while ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago. So yeah, that's what goes down at the New Way bar. If you guys missed out on that,
The newest of ways.
Oh man.
It's always coming up with fresh possibilities.
Sure.
At New Way.
Sure. I love it. I love New Way. Even though I haven't gone in like months, but still.
Yeah, I went yesterday, but I didn't go up.
Really?
Yeah, it was a class night, and I showed up. I showed up at like 8 or 8:30.
Oh, it was the Mark Ridley's class.
Yeah, so
we should take the Mark
I was
Ridley's
22nd.
What? There was no Mark Ridley last night.
Yeah, there was.
No, there was not.
Yeah, there was. I promise.
What are you?
Joel was
about?
there, and Paul went through the lineup with me. He was like, "It's gonna be him, and then class, and then him, and then class, and then him, and then class." And
when
then,
did they get there?
I don't know, but there were a lot
early.
of new people there that were from the class.
I remember
That was the worst batch of class. Maybe I shouldn't say this on the pod.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
Class.
It was the advanced class. I mean, so just maybe edit this out. I just need to get this out of my system. I need to get this out of my system.
I'm not editing it. Just say it. Bill's not watching.
P-Boys.
It's not Bill's class.
Oh,
it was
Joel?
it's the advanced class.
Yeah.
Does Bill's class get to do
Bill's?
shit there?
I think Bill does.
I've never seen.
Anyways,
I've only seen Joel's class.
What is the?
It was just the worst class I've ever seen. There were 2 guys in a row that like didn't talk into the microphone. Like, just no one seemed like
Are you sure this wasn't 2 weeks ago?
This was last night.
I didn't see Joel there at all.
All right, he was there.
Well, you were busy.
No,
trying
he was
to
not.
track
He showed
some
up late.
dude.
You probably left before he came there because you fucking you got up early and you left.
I didn't get up that early.
I know. I showed up late. You went up like as soon as I got
I think
there.
like 9:30.
Yeah, no, not even as soon as I got
Pretty
there.
good.
There's no way Joel would. When Joel brings a class, they get there at 7.
Yeah, the class
Yeah.
gets there pretty early.
That's why I was surprised.
I don't know who to believe. Let's get Paulie Pipitone on the horn and
Yeah.
we'll ask him.
Paul Pepitone, clear this up.
New Way. The first time I ever did New Way, somebody asked me if I was in Joel's class, and I said I don't even know what that means because I was, a newbie. I was unaware of the concept of a comedy class.
I don't know. Maybe they
Lay
just
the
took the
lane.
class for the first time right before.
That was
Maybe the
first-
class
yeah, this
started
was
at
lesson
7, and
one.
then they got there, and he was like, "Go up there and try it." There was a guitar comic,
Really?
and he just sat down with his guitar. He didn't even bring the microphone.
Guitar.
He didn't bring the microphone to him. He just sat on a
We
couch
should do a guitar podcast.
and sang like
Want to get Charles on here? Charles Hill
no Charles.
for a guitar rap.
Charles knows how to fucking play guitar live. Like he knows you sing
Guitar
into a
stand-up
microphone.
is just you play the guitar and then like in between you tell one of your jokes.
Well, you can write songs.
Sure,
But the one
Seldom are they
time that I did it, like
yeah,
I
was
just
there the one time.
yeah, I was just playing a chord progression and then telling one-liners, and like they were hitting harder.
It's funnier when I force you to sing your comedy sets.
What, like the spin the wheel thing?
Yeah.
I didn't go that well the last time. I forgot about it.
Oh yeah. Well, because I think it's just the spin the wheel open mic didn't go well last time. We didn't have a ton of people turn up for it.
It
Yeah.
went well for me.
You won. That was
Getting that money,
yeah.
cash,
I wanted you not to win so badly
young money. Why did you want me to win?
because I didn't want to
Not
be
on the same
accused
team?
of. I didn't want to be accused of
Who
favoring.
accused by who? Where's this grand jury of people making accusations?
I didn't want Gabe coming and telling me you cheated and let Yaari win.
And if Gabe said that, what would be the consequences?
I would say, shut up, Gabe.
Okay. Wouldn't you enjoy doing that?
That would be funny.
Okay, so that's exactly what you want.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing I won.
What else? What else is
Hope I
going
win
on?
this time.
We did this hookah show. That was a lot of fun. Yaari didn't do it,
I
but
didn't do it.
yeah.
Although I did come up with a bit that kind of crushed last night. It's gonna be my new
Really?
bit. Yeah.
It's gonna be your hookah
don't
bit.
say it. Don't spoil it.
Oh, I won't
Everybody was so pissed that you didn't perform. I had a bunch of people telling me like Matt should have gone.
Yeah,
spoil it.
Yeah.
Because the crowd just needed more time to get into it and more comics before the featured comics would have been nice.
No, but last time everybody loved Matt. Matt was like the crowd favorite, and so they were all telling me like, yeah, why didn't Matt go?
You ruined the show.
You ruined the night, dude.
Because like,
well, Nick Kelly crushed.
Yeah, I know. It took until Nick Kelly.
Nick.
Because like Brandon came up and he was like high energy and he kind of woke them up.
Yeah, everyone did. Everyone did good. I think it was except for me. I didn't do great.
Because it was a fucking stiff ass crowd. They were stiff because there's no alcohol.
Maybe.
Which like it wasn't anything against them. That's just like how those shows go. I've like done that. The only other show I've done like that or that felt like that was at an AA club.
Well, if it's like that, you just have to be louder. You have to be a little more obnoxious, which neither one of you are.
Yeah, no, but Brandon,
you guys both have very like soft.
Exactly. Yeah. No, I realize I'm not good for it.
I'm the Bob Dylan of comedy.
Hey, that's why I have the Deo.
Joke that I wrote for you guys.
I'm the Bob Dylan of comedy.
This is how you guys deliver your jokes.
Yes, that's exactly how I deliver my jokes. But I do the Deo at the beginning of my set to get the crowd into it, and that usually works.
You did what?
Yeah, but you can't get a bunch of older Chaldean guys to
yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's the joke.
Okay.
I don't ever expect them to actually do it.
Yeah.
But it does get laughs.
But Nick Kelly,
at least one.
By golly, the kid's a
Nick
star.
Kelly crush.
Yeah.
Next the man.
Good set. You guys should do some cocaine.
Maybe we should do some cocaine.
Maybe
we should do a lot of cocaine.
I would like it way too much.
Some kind of stimulant.
Maybe we should do some.
Dude, I was crushing Celsius's.
Oh yeah,
I was crushing Celsius.
I forgot you have an Addy addiction.
What? No, Celsius, like the energy
Adderall.
drink.
No, Adderall. I'm talking about.
I was crushing Celsius. My mom watches it.
Okay, your mom watches.
Yeah, I forget. But before I left, she's like, "What are you gonna put in your coffee today?" And I was like, "Oh, I guess I did pour it in off camera or on camera last."
No, I think she was talking about your coffee videos.
Oh yeah,
yeah,
I do that.
Yeah,
yes.
Your mom's a fan. Dude.
My mom doesn't watch the podcast.
Yeah,
I got my dick sucked once.
On accident. I had it in an ice cream cone. The guy was confused.
I was just trying to...
We were at Cold Stone. I did it as a joke.
I just dropped a weight on my penis.
Yeah. It was swelling.
I put it in the water cooler to cool it down.
Yeah, the doctor said he needed to suck on it to make the swelling go down. I believed him because he's a doctor. It sounded right.
He was also Stephen Hawking.
It was Stephen Hawking. You were a child, too. You were underage.
Yeah, and his tone is so convincing.
Stephen Hawking's?
Yeah.
So wait, that took a turn.
Yeah. You got molested by Stephen Hawking when you dropped the weight on your penis.
I didn't want to say it because I didn't want to
I think that would have made you
traumatize myself.
You'd
think.
No.
No.
What were the tutoring lessons like on the island? Do you think they were?
I don't know.
They had a good after school program.
There's in the conspiracy realm, they say Stephen Hawking was a total hoax. He's not.
He's
a genius.
He's not a genius, or he's not mentally fucked up.
No, he's not a genius. He's just like a retard that didn't come up with any ideas.
Yeah, there's just a guy backstage programming his shit.
Yeah, he didn't come up with anything.
That'd be awesome, dude.
Yeah,
that guy sucked too.
He was a total fraud.
That guy sucked. Too.
That's actually an insane theory. He was literally just a drone. Just he had no actual sentience, but was just someone was controlling the wheelchair,
of like a vegetable.
Yeah,
but he wasn't this crazy
I know.
Genius.
Yeah, that guy sucked.
Yeah,
but I mean, he could. I'm saying
did he even build
is the conspiracy that people were talking for him and moving his chair around? Because that's the image that I'm getting. That's actually kind of funny.
You know, I saw
horrible.
I saw a clip where there's these two people from Kill Tony. There's the girl who's in the wheelchair, and then there's the guy who his arms are fucked up and he does the iPhone sound. You know these people?
With the arms fucked.
Ooh, what?
There's two people from Kill Tony. There's a girl in a wheelchair.
I know the wheelchair girl. Who's the?
And then there's a guy. He can't talk, and he has to use his iPhone.
Aaron.
I don't know. But I saw them doing a roast battle, and then I commented on it, C-3PO and R2-D2, and I got 0 likes on my comment, and I was like, I thought this was a hilarious comment.
Well,
wait, his arms are fucked up?
Was it on YouTube?
No, it was on Instagram.
Oh man, people do.
People did not it was so disappointing because I was so proud of that comment because they looked like R2-D2 and C-3PO.
You probably got shadow banned.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy from Ann Arbor?
Jacob Barr.
Yeah. Jacob Barr. Wouldn't it be ironic if his name was Jacob Armstrong?
Yeah.
It's not funny.
It is.
Hey, hey, you know that who's that female comic?
Whitney Cummings.
Whitney Cummings.
Whitney come in my face.
Yeah, wouldn't it be ironic if her name was Whitney Penis because she doesn't have a penis? Get it?
Was that actually who you were thinking of, or were you just thinking of
I was just thinking of a female comic. I just wanted the penis last name joke. I was just looking to do that.
Well, you did it. You finally accomplished your dream.
I know.
How does it feel, Joseph?
Alana Glazer. That's what I was thinking of.
Who's Alana Glazer?
Or what's her name?
Nikki Glazer.
Ivana.
No. Ilana. Who's Alana? Schlesinger.
There's
Eliza, yeah.
Nikki Glazer. Oh.
She's apparently an enemy of the pod now because we made fun of her with Nick Rochefort.
Well, so. Nick Rochefort.
Did we?
Yeah.
Nick was talking shit.
Yeah.
I have.
But that's what Nick does.
I literally don't know who she is. So.
She's got a bunch of Netflix specials. She's pretty good.
If she's ever been on Kill Tony, I've heard her on Kill Tony.
Maybe.
She probably has.
Unless it's been
after. I know she's been on Rogan a couple times.
Yeah.
And she had a sketch
the woke
show.
Bitch. I just know her.
Is she woke?
I don't know.
I wouldn't call her woke.
The name is familiar.
I think she's like woke friendly.
Yeah.
But she's not like woke.
I just know because I've
the
seen
Australian bitch. She's woke.
Yeah, I've just seen like clips from her episode of Joe Rogan where they're like, Joe Rogan slams like woke white bitch.
Who cares?
I hate that shit, dude.
It's so fucking annoying.
We're gonna.
So that's what your feed looks like.
That's when you know we've made it big, when people start taking clips out of the P-Boys.
I hate it, dude.
And then they're gonna talk shit about
this is the end of the P-Boys.
I wish people would.
Yeah, maybe.
Actually, no.
That's what I'm saying.
There's a lot of things that you could take out of context from our podcast.
Yeah,
and make us look really bad.
Yeah, whatever.
There's a lot of
no
things
one's gonna bother to watch the full thing.
There's a lot of things you could take in context of the podcast that would be really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a joke.
You ever think about that?
Except
it's just a comedy podcast, guys.
It's a joke.
We're never gonna affect the election. It's just a comedy.
I'm trying to affect the election.
Really?
I'm thinking about running for president.
Yeah, dude, we should get Putin elected president. That should be what we run on.
You're not old enough to run.
I know. That's what I thought about. But then here's the thing: if I became president, I would change the law.
Oh, this is the first election I think I'm eligible to run. How old do you have to be?
35.
Oh, really?
Was I old enough last?
I had to be.
No, I think I just missed the cutoff.
You gonna run for president? That could be a fun video. That could be fun for.
Can I run for Senate?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm running for mayor.
You should run for something.
That's in a couple weeks. Well, I got
24, so I was going to turn through.
What are we doing the math for, dude?
To see if I was eligible. Fine.
We should actually. So we should bid you. We should run a campaign for you to run for president.
Okay. All right.
What party are you going with?
Huh?
What party are you going with? What
party am I going?
You're gonna be like independent, but like what?
Conspiracy party. I don't know. I have to think.
We got to start a party for it.
We got to P-Boys party. We're starting a new party.
The P party.
I think we should go after the Rothschilds. I think we should start like.
Well, let's wait and see.
Childs.
Yeah, we should. Let's wait and see if they'll fund the what's it called, campaign first.
I don't want their money.
Yeah, we're not taking any. We're not taking any sponsor money. This is gonna be a self-funded campaign.
Self-funded. We're gonna use the $100 that we made off of YouTube.
Yeah, a grassroots thing.
Guys, donate to the Patreon if you want Yaari to run.
If you want me to run for president,
you donate to the Patreon. We gotta start your campaign, dude.
Yeah,
we gotta go the Zoran Mom Donnie route, and we gotta make fun social media videos for you.
That's yeah.
We gotta get you in a suit.
AOC. That's what she did.
Yeah.
What
What
did you do for the roads?
We got to get you some hair. We can't have a bald president.
We could have a bald president.
Well, we can't have a president with a beard. We got to get rid of the beard.
Why not?
Sometimes being bald is more trustworthy.
Dude, we're shaking things up.
You got to convert, dude.
Right.
We can't have a Jewish president.
I think that's what we're doing.
That's what we need, dude.
We're running for the jiu-jitsu part.
Oh, yeah. Actually, of all times, right now, a Jewish president would be difficult to get over.
Yeah,
this would be that tough time.
We could just cover it up.
Have you seen the
especially with direct Israeli ties?
Yeah, that's true. They're gonna hate you, dude.
Whatever. Bring on the hate.
The Red Pill Bros are gonna hate you, dude.
They hate us.
The Red Pill Bros are gonna hate you.
Whatever.
Have you seen the theories?
Just because I'm more alpha than them.
Going around online over the weekend.
No.
That a certain politician from a different country died in an explosion?
At the Biebers?
Justin Bieber died.
I heard about that. Yeah, Justin Bieber.
Do you think that's true?
Probably not.
Yeah, I doubt it.
Because I doubt he would ever be in a situation where he'd even be vulnerable to that.
Justin Bieber's the president of Canada?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prime Minister, I'm sorry.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah. What are you, retarded? Jesus Christ.
I kind of am.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's the president of Mexico.
I don't understand any of
Prime Minister.
Everything is AI. Everything is fake news. I don't really care anymore. I just want to know, like...
Since everything's AI, I'm going to have Allen Iverson as my vice president.
That'd be awesome, dude. Right. You and AI ticket.
That was going to be one
I'd vote for you guys, dude. Mm-hmm. I'd have to vote for you.
You would.
Would you legalize drugs?
Yes.
Speaking of Mexico, this is a theory I had.
Would you legalize Mexico?
Would you legalize
Mexico? Would I legalize Mexico? No.
Good.
All right.
Keep it illegal.
Good.
Say hypothetically, the U.S. legalized drugs. Like if they had it the same way as like Scandinavia, where it's like everything's legal, but it's like if you fuck yourself up, like we're gonna put you in a program, stuff like that. Do you think Mexico would try to start a war with us? Because that would destroy their economy.
They can start a war all they want.
Oh wait, wouldn't we just start buying it from Mexico?
Yeah, dude, they could start legally? The war, but we're gonna finish it.
Oh my god, we could actually
clean up their shit.
Yeah, we could Mexico would take off. They actually might surpass us.
What are you talking about?
No,
because if they were just like, oh well, drugs are legal in Mexico or in the U.S. now, let's legalize them here so we can supply them.
Do you know about the Watchmen?
No.
It's a comic book from the 80s, but it was a big popular comic book. But the climax of the comic, what?
Just for the record, I don't think Mexico is just a cartel, but that is a big part of their economy.
Yeah, it is.
And it's 100% just a cartel.
The climax of the comic is like the
cartel country.
The guy who you think is one of the heroes the whole time, he's secretly been the villain of the whole. But what he does is he creates this alien creature and he sends it to New York, and it kills millions of people, and then that's what because it takes place during the Cold War, and that's what kind of. Makes the world unite. And so his whole thing is that he's fine with killing a few million people if it means saving the entire world. That's going to be the Yaari approach, is let's just bomb every country around us. That way we'll be better off and we'll be safe, and sure it'll suck, but we'll just we'll be good.
I'm very anti-bomb.
Yeah. No, dude, you got to be pro.
The only bombing that I support is bombing on state.
Don't vote for Joe.
That's the only.
I didn't say that was my plan. I said that was the Yaari plan.
But don't put that on me.
Obama.
See, they're already trying to fucking throw dirt on your name.
True.
You're
Joe's
one
a
of them, huh? You Jesuit.
Huh? Yeah,
that's true, dude. I just want to cause.
Don't worry, I got you, comrade.
I thought I was going to be your campaign manager.
Yeah,
you thought. I got you.
You'd be my social media manager.
All right, cool.
Post funny me.
I'll be your intern.
Perfect.
Yeah.
As long as you let me fuck you. That's very important.
We'll just make AI videos of Gavin Newsom getting gay fucked, and then we'll post that and be like, can you really have this guy as your president?
It's not gay if it's for a political position.
Maybe.
Right. Apparently all presidents are gay or have done gay shit.
Yeah, so that's why you'll never be president, because you're straight as fuck.
Because I'm not gay enough.
Yeah.
Well, they never invited me to go, get fucked in front of the owl.
If you had gay sex,
the right vibe.
You need
just
get more money. Just become a
Moloch
billionaire
or something.
You could do that too.
Do what?
I don't know. Whatever Lemon said.
Become a billionaire.
Sure.
You'll get invited.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
All right. Give us $1 billion, please, so we can go check out the owl.
Hey, if you want to change the name to the R Boys, let us know.
Wait, what does the R stand for?
Rothschild.
Oh. I was thinking still P Boys, but it's like Prothschild.
Prothschild, I guess.
Because we'll have to merge brands.
Right, yeah.
Because we're not going to take over the
merger.
We're not going to take over the Rothschilds. We're just gonna
they can stay in charge. We'll just
make peace with them, become one.
Yeah.
And then
as president of the world, would you
President Yaari
start trying to get people living on the moon? Oh wait, would you? You would for sure check out the moon. You'd be like, we have to find out.
No, if I was president, when I'm president of the world, I'm going. Right, you have to speak.
You speak it into existence.
Are you going to have them send you to the moon?
I'm going to manifest it. No, once I'm in charge of everything,
you're going to take the drapes
reveal
down.
to everyone that the moon is a hoax.
Yeah,
you can't go to the moon.
You're gonna
you have to find out first, though, and like
the moon.
If you're the president,
the moon is a spotlight, just like the sun. There's just spotlights hanging over there on top of the dome.
See, I think you're going about wrong.
You're going to be getting dome, right?
Of course, that's the whole point of.
You're going to be getting dome in the.
You need to make your promise once you're president. You're like, I'm really going to find out if there is a moon.
What the fuck? Right here. What the fuck happened?
That's a new one.
It's the Rothschilds. They're fucking it up. One more time, I'm gonna celebrate.
No.
Oh yeah, all right to dancing.
Dude, I've been listening to Daft Punk a lot lately. That's so crazy.
I got that song in my.
Have you?
Stuck in my
have you ever listened to their live stuff? Like the Alive?
Probably.
07? It's so fucking. After listening to it, I can't listen to their studio stuff anymore.
Dude?
What?
What happened to your neck?
Oh yeah, I have a fucking skin thing.
You're breaking out.
Really?
Yeah.
You should get that.
Oh wait, do I have like
It's like dots.
Yeah, that's from shaving. Those are cuts. The dots
are you sure?
But the spots,
yeah.
I have spots. Like the red ones, that's my skin.
Really?
Yeah, I fucked up skin.
Fuck, man.
Like
that sucks being white.
Yeah, my chest is like that too and shit.
Shit, man.
Good thing. Hey, we have the same hand thing.
Good thing I'm a POC.
Yeah. But then,
POC
yeah, like
boys.
the dots are just cuts from shaving because I have shitty razor blades and I should probably just stop using them and get better ones. What were we talking about before?
Daft Punk.
Oh yeah, Daft Punk. Their live album is so good because like they like combine songs and stuff.
Really?
Like,
I love when they do that.
Yeah, there's nothing that's just one song. It's like every single song is two. So for a while, I would listen to their individual songs and I'd be like, "What the fuck? It's missing this."
Yeah. I like their instrumentals more than their singing songs.
Mm-hmm.
I like the singing. To me, was always a little bit like it felt like that song Fire. You would not believe your eyes if 10 million fire.
Oh yeah, I hate All City.
Yeah, like whatever that guy's name. But a lot of like the singing in the
I respect him as a musician. I just hate it.
Reminds me of like that style of song.
Yeah.
So I like their instrumentals a lot.
Well, I mean, they came first.
I know they came first, but I'm saying just like it's kind of they have like very goofy lyrics. I know they're French, so that's probably why. But they have like very samples. Goofy, like
they don't pick the
lovey-dovey lyrics.
Yeah, they don't pick the lyrics. They just
Get Lucky.
Well, they pick what lyrics they find.
Get Lucky's good.
Yeah, that song's got a good groove. They had a bassist, like a live bassist that wasn't even
Rogers.
Yeah, and apparently he didn't repeat a single thing. Like every single bar is different.
Yeah.
Which is really
I think
cool.
that's his name now.
Because it's technically the same bass line the whole time, but he just varies it slightly every time.
What's the other one with Pharrell? What is it called?
It's not Up All Night.
With Pharrell?
Yeah.
Song?
The Daft Punk song. Whatever. I'll think of it. I think I like that one more than Get Lucky, though. I don't remember what it is. Who cares?
Yeah, I don't know.
I love Daft Punk. I love helmets. Helmets are cool.
Yeah, dude, fucking Star Wars EDM is...
That's why I liked them as a kid, was because of the same reason I like MF Doom, because it was like they were character, and Gorillaz.
Oh, yeah, literally.
Yeah.
I like the Gorillaz. Do they only have that one album? Or is there
no, they have a lot of
albums.
Gorillaz?
Yeah.
They have like 6, I think. Which album?
They got a new one
like
out now.
What songs do you know?
I think there's the first one.
Gorillaz.
Yeah, like Clint Eastwood. Wait, what?
Feels
Feel Good Inc. is one of the songs.
That's on.
Yeah, no.
The one where it's their faces.
The first album, the
first one is Gorillaz.
Self-titled, and then I think Demon Days.
Demon Days, yeah, that's it.
Demon Days,
and then Plastic Beach.
Yeah,
Humans. There's also like a B-side album called D-Sides somewhere in there.
But they have a new one that's out.
Yeah, they just put a new one. I haven't listened to it yet. I still want to go see them because they're fucking touring with Deltron. Yeah, Deltron just like came back.
Is Deltron the same as Del the Funky Homo?
Yeah, it's his.
We talked about this last time.
It's Del the Funky Homo Sapien with the producer Dan the Automator.
Oh, neat.
It's very.
Yeah,
cool.
I was big into Gorillaz. I really liked the idea of Gorillaz as like a cartoon band, and they made really good music.
Hear about how Damien like lost his mind Like he like
I'm not surprised.
got lost in the characters.
Really?
I haven't like looked into it, but like that's just what I was told about them, and I always found that fascinating. It's like he thought he was the character, dude.
Yeah. 2D, is that the
Yeah.
We should do like a documentary about Gorillaz.
That's never been done.
Maybe.
No, we should just meet them. Let's get them on the pod.
Yeah, get them on the pod.
We could get them on the pod.
Have you ever hit up Damien?
Gorillaz,
Jamie, come on the people.
Jamien.
Even though I don't think, what I always think is fascinating is like, because they are Gorillaz, but Jamie doesn't do any of the music. He like animates the characters, unless he does do music, but not that I'm aware of.
Yeah, no, I didn't know the guy's name. I thought you were doing a Joe Rogan bit. You're like Jamie.
No, it's Damon Albarn and then Jamie something.
Yeah, but he's an animator.
Yeah.
Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that's right. I love Gorillaz, dude.
Yeah, Gorillaz rule. I think he started off doing everything on his. I don't know.
I think so.
Because I've seen other people get credit for
songs. Other people are like featured on the song.
So he was like the main writer for everything, but he didn't do everything himself.
Maybe not.
But I don't know. Still give him credit. He's the fucking creator. He's like apparently the only person that can come up with something like that.
Well, he's like Brian Wilson, like of the Beach Boys. Yeah.
What about him?
He was like the mind of like the Beach Boys, like all of the songs. Like he wrote all the songs. He like composed all the music. There's a really good movie. I forget what it's called, but Paul Dano plays him like as a kid, and it's about like the making of Pet Sounds, the album. And then he's just like going crazy, like he was like losing his mind trying to make like the perfect album, and he wants it to sound like exactly like how he sounds it in his head.
Oh my god,
it's a really interesting movie.
I can relate to that, but without actually having the talent to be able to pull it off and being aware of that.
Yeah,
I'm not good at.
He also had they also had like a ton of resources and like
and like he knows how to do stuff, and I know that I can't, but like I just don't put songs out because I'm like, I have this vision. I just don't know how to fucking do it.
Also friends with Charles Manson.
Me too.
Who's friends with Charles Manson?
The Beach Boys. He was like an early Beach Boy, I think, or he was like involved with them.
John Stamos?
That's how you know they were part of the government.
Exactly, dude. MK Ultra. The BB Ultra. The Beach Boys Ultra. I don't know.
I thought that was a
John Stamos
BB reference.
Have you tried to get John Stamos on the pod?
I don't want to talk to John Stamos.
Why?
Why not?
It's fucking
dude. If he's sitting in here, I'd be so attracted to him. I wouldn't be able to get a word out. I just want to fuck him the whole time.
He's so perfectly tan all the time.
Yeah, I just want to fuck him the whole time. I just
we should do a tier list of hottest actors.
Hottest actors.
And
you don't know any actors though.
I know how.
We should do ugliest.
John Stamos, Will Ferrell,
John Stamos, Will Ferrell,
Ted Cruz,
Brad Pitt. Do you know Brad Pitt?
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
Hey, Michael B. Jordan. All right.
Ronald B. Jordan.
Ronald
we
Reagan.
should do Rodden. That way he'll be the first person to be on 2 lists.
Michael B. Jordan now. Don't call him Michael no more.
What would we do ugliest? Who are the ugliest celebrities?
John Stamos.
I don't know. We have to come up with them.
Will Ferrell. Tom Cruise. Brad Pitt.
Who are the ugly ones? Rosie O'Donnell.
I guess.
She fine. She fine as hell. What, you ain't never seen?
She's still the ugliest.
What's the baseball movie? League of Their Own?
What, Ed Sheeran?
Ed Sheeran, he's ugly?
Within the celebrity realm, he is.
Okay.
Why are you wearing green?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. We're all wearing green. Look at that.
We didn't coordinate.
No.
We're
not a bunch of gay guys.
It's not St. Patrick's Day or anything.
Yeah, that's a lot of fun. I love talking about Gorillaz.
Yeah, Gorillaz.
I love talking about MF Doom. MF Doom is the best.
What's your favorite Gorillaz song? Or like top 3?
Lemon, is the brand that made your jacket Poo Lully? Or is it?
I never noticed that.
Yeah, Pool Lully.
It does have poo in the name. Poololi.
Poololi?
Pooluli.
Is it like a skiing brand or something?
It is a ski jacket.
Okay.
That's a shitty name for a brand.
Oh yeah, no, I only get. I had
You only get the shittiest.
I had a water bottle. It was Cocktick. This one's Camelback, which isn't that bad.
It's pretty good.
It's better than Camel Dick.
I liked having Cocktick because I just like had it in fucking work, and I always made sure that it was on display.
There's a song called November Has Come that features MF Doom on Demon Days.
Yeah.
I like that one a lot. There's a song called Don't Get Lost in Heaven. I like that
one.
Don't get lost in heaven.
That's not in Demon Days.
I don't think so.
That might be Plastic Beach.
Maybe that's Plastic Beach. And then there's another one.
Or Humans.
I don't know.
I listened to
two.
Plastic Beach all the way a couple of times. It has some songs that I fucking love, but there's a lot of it that I don't enjoy that much.
Don't get.
But
Don't Get Lost in Heaven is on Demon Days.
Demon Days I might know the least, other than Humans.
Really? Okay.
But their first 3 albums that's canon to me. Humans is just Damien messing around. Because he's rich, he can afford to just make whatever he wants. He doesn't have to like try to make.
He was already rich when he started.
Yeah, Blur was huge.
Yeah.
Well, Song 2 was huge. Although I think the band was still kind of big in Europe.
Blur, yeah.
Yeah, even without just Song 2.
I mean that was like the big rivalry was Blur versus Oasis. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know either of their songs. Like, I know Wonderwall, but
yeah, Blur. I've checked out Blur. They have their sound. They're like garage rock kind of.
really,
Yeah, and then Oasis is a lot of times they get called Beatles ripoffs. But if you've heard Wonderwall, you've heard every fucking Oasis song.
I tried to get into Oasis because like everybody says they're the best like British band ever, but
Ever?
I couldn't.
British bands.
Yeah, I just couldn't like I couldn't
Tough.
really differentiate any song. Tyler loves them. Tyler went to see them.
All right, you know what? I'm going to take it back. I haven't actually done that deep of a dive on Oasis, but the songs that I've heard by them do all feel the same as Wonderwall.
Right?
We should go deep sea diving for a video.
That's fine. Sure.
Yeah, Gorillaz fucking rules.
We should go to the Epstein Island for a video.
I saw some people do that.
Yeah, I saw some kid like got arrested or something for trying to do that.
For not getting molested.
Maybe, yeah.
I like Rock the House a lot.
Guys, we got to think of more ideas.
Okay.
This is what I'm thinking. Obviously, we'll keep potting once a week.
Right.
But we also once a week got to do shit where we go out into public. Right?
Let's do it.
No, I
Gotta go
can't.
interact with
I'm not allowed out. I'm on house arrest.
He's on house arrest.
Remember?
He's on podcast arrest. He has to shoot all videos in studio. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I don't have a problem with shooting videos out in public.
All right, good. Done.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
So those are planting seeds in your minds.
I just don't want to disrupt people's day.
Get your seed out of my mind.
Why not? First of
yeah.
all, disrupting people's day is not a crime.
But it's still annoying.
How? I mean, it depends what you do.
Because if I was
exactly.
in their situation, I would be like,
Yeah,
all
no,
right,
it's
like leave me the fuck alone.
It depends on what you do.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
that's
as
what
long
I'm
as like
saying.
we
Are we
don't
doing
cross
something
boundaries,
That's what I'm saying.
as long as it's like just something fun.
Right. We're not
and, like,
hurting people. We're not going to like get them
Oh,
wet or like throw paint on them or
Yeah,
that'd be
anything
funny,
like that
yeah.
or dirty. Right. We're not going to touch them. But I don't think there's anything wrong with, again, primarily making ourselves look dumb. Like
Yeah,
being
and then obviously we have to
blindfolded
stage
from
some stuff for the social media clips.
Yeah. And
You gotta
then
stage it, dude.
We're going to dress up Lemon as Han Solo and then we're going to go.
You love that one, dude. You love that.
I just have a Chewbacca outfit. I want to think of what else I can do with it.
Could I be Indiana Jones?
Huh?
Could I be Indiana Jones?
That could be funny. Chewbacca and Indiana Jones.
Well, Han Solo's basically Indiana Jones in outer space.
Yeah, that's
true.
That's what I'm saying.
You just don't have a hat.
So if I was just Indiana Jones,
Yeah, take the hat off and you just have like
no,
a
I
laser
want the
gun or
fucking hat.
something.
I want to be Indiana. I want the whip.
Yeah, but then you just look like a guy with a cowboy hat.
Not if I'm Indiana Jones.
Yeah,
you
because
think
he
I'm
has
just
the
gonna wear the
leather
hat?
jacket. He has the leather jacket.
Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people have leather jackets.
But not
Isn't it-
cowboys.
I mean, I feel like that's a good amount
Indiana
of cowboys.
Jones doesn't look like a cowboy. He looks like a explorer.
cowboy hat.
He looks like an Indiana Jones. He looks like an explorer.
Bro, just dress
He's
up
like
Han
half
Solo.
cowboy, half safari.
Also, I think it's
Rasta
fedora. I don't
Safarian.
think it's a cowboy hat. There's a difference between fedora and cowboy hat.
It's
I
not a
think it's
fedora,
more- I think
but
it's-
it's not a cowboy hat either.
I think it's a fedora.
It's like a sun hat.
I feel like a fedora is a lot smaller.
Really? I feel like
Fedora's like a
in
little-
Lego Star Wars, they refer to it as a fedora.
No, fedoras are smaller.
Really?
Yeah, they're like similar to bowler hats. You know those?
I know a bowler hat.
Yeah, they're like the rim goes out about that far.
Yeah, it's a real short rim. Fedora is what like mobsters.
The Indiana Jones hat is a fedora, specifically light brown.
No, mobsters had the
high quality felt
hats,
fur.
I thought.
Yeah,
I guess I can picture a mobster in a fedora, like a striped one.
Blah blah blah. Who cares? Whatever. This is the big fedora debate. It's a fedora style hat.
Fedora, I hardly know her.
Hey, there we go. Lemon's a black
That's
comic.
a fedora. I guess I just didn't know what
That was like a New York accent.
Oh, okay.
Fedora, I hardly know her.
What would your black comic name be, Lemon?
Oh, Lemon.
Oh, yeah.
Be Lil Lemon.
Lemon, the funny man, faux
Maybe
real.
Big Lem.
Big Lem, yeah.
Big Lemmy.
Yeah, I was thinking top hat.
Your name would be Lemon, the funny man.
Top
I make,
hat, bowler hat.
or your name would be I make the people laugh 32. I be making them laugh.
I'm thinking because I was like the People's comic, but that's
I
too
be
white.
too funny, the comedian.
No, that was fucking Sean E's.
Really? Oh.
It was I be too funny 1 2 3, but now he's like the Detroit comedian or something.
He's the Detroit comedian, dude.
Yeah, Sean E.
Sean E.
It's
Yeah.
There's
One of the
a
hosts at
comedian,
Punchline.
like a headlining comedian, and his name is like CP the comedian, and I saw, because now the internet lingo is CP is child pornography, and so there was like a advertisement for CP the comedian, and all the comments were like, "Bro, change your name." Also, that is a retarded name to have as like a stage name.
Cheese pizza.
I'm CP the comedian.
Yeah, it's kind of.
Yeah.
Jesus.
It's just initials.
Lemon.
It's just initials. C rhymes with P. I don't think it's that retarded, but it is.
Or
You do
what
have to
about
consider.
Paul.
DC.
Yeah, CP3.
DC Young Flyboy. Do you know the comedian?
DC Young Flyboy.
I think that's his name. DC Young.
Give it up for DC Young Flyboy. Like what?
Yeah,
DC Young Flyboy, y'all.
it's beside me, dude. I got no idea.
Oh, that's
an actual comedian.
beside me, the comic.
Yeah, beside me. Oh man, I love it. I wish I had a cool black name.
I make you laugh too.
Just change your name to DeJoseph
The Joseph, yeah.
or Le Joseph.
I should
I
change
be
my name.
making the people laugh too, because I be making the people laugh. One was taken.
I do comedy and I do it very well. 33.
Yeah. Big funny man. 73.
Big little funny.
Yeah. All right. It's big funny.
Little
Put your
big
hands together
laugh.
for big funny.
Little big laugh
For
getter.
funny man.
Little big laugh getter.
Yeah. I love it.
I just
dude.
said the same thing, different way.
We got to get skin pigmentation.
No.
How much longer is LeBron going to play basketball?
It's crazy that he's still playing.
Really?
He's just put up 20 points a game. He's still fucking LeBroning.
Is that
Yeah.
good?
It's pretty damn good.
It's like,
That's awesome.
okay, like we get it. You're pretty much almost better than Michael Jordan. Like, okay, I get it. He's got to stay in and prove it. Is he better than Michael Jordan?
Depending
is it-
on who you ask.
Yeah, I know, but like, at what point is it like unanimous? Is that even?
I don't think it
possible?
ever will be. Okay,
Right.
the only point at which it would be unanimous is if he wins, 2 more rings? Because then he's got 6 championships. So if he wins the next 2, which he's not going to,
Yeah, right.
Then-
So it's still a ring thing,
at this point, yeah.
and that is a good argument. Well,
LeBrizzi.
LeBron's playing a more competitive age, though. The league in general is more
Debatable.
competitive.
I don't know. I don't know if I like that argument. Cause
I don't know. I barely know
You can
shit.
only play in the era that you play in.
Yeah.
So
You have to take everything for what it is.
Right.
And that's
Take
why
it
it's
for
really
what
hard
it
to compare
is.
eras.
I think that there's definitely some people who will say that LeBron is better than Michael, but in general, Michael is more accomplished.
Yeah.
So you
But
kinda
like
have to
personal stats, I think that's like a big, just like what you can produce per game, even though that changes based on era.
Yeah, there's certain things that LeBron will be able to claim that nobody else can.
It's sort of
Right?
bad.
Part of it is just like longevity.
Yeah.
He had to wear a maid's outfit that one time.
Right. Michael never wore a maid outfit.
Is that real? The LeBron maid outfit thing?
Pretty sure.
Really?
He was like a funny guy. He might have just did it like as a joke.
Really?
It didn't look like he was. It looked like he was doing it against his will. Did not have a happy face on.
That was a real picture, though. That
He
was
might have been
AI?
upset that there was a picture taken.
I don't think it was AI.
Really? That's awesome, dude. Gotta hand it to him.
Yeah, P Diddy.
Oh yeah,
fucking.
he was in like gambling debt. So
LeBron
Was he?
yeah, no, not LeBron.
Michael was.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was
Isn't that why
LeBron.
his dad died?
You're talking about LeBron and the maid
LeBron.
thing? Oh yeah, I knew nothing about that.
Here's the thing. They say it's because Michael Jordan was.
LeBron's
in
like not
gambling
funny.
debt. How much would he fucking have to gamble to be in that much debt?
I know.
When you're a fucking. But also,
I think it was his dad.
Here's what I don't understand.
What?
Is how does you're in gambling debt, therefore you can't play in the NBA?
I think he.
How does not playing in the NBA have anything to do with gambling?
I think he was gambling on his own game.
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
And then they just.
betting on his own game.
Yeah, I think it might have been something like that, but it kind of got swept under the rug. And then he was like, "All right, I'm gonna play baseball now."
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I heard this story a while ago, and
That was always my understanding.
I think it was something like
he was
that.
betting on his own games,
I like watched a documentary on it.
or that
I think it's
he
fine.
was paying someone else to bet on his games or something.
Yeah, he was gonna get caught, and like it was gonna be he did something that like
Yeah.
would have been like damning to his name, and then the league was like, "Okay, we're not gonna tell, but you gotta go."
I think athletes should be allowed to bet as long as they bet on themselves. Like if you bet against your team and you throw games because
Yeah.
of that,
Yeah,
then
no,
you
that's
definitely shouldn't be able to do that. But
Yeah.
if you put money on the game that you're going to win, that's what you're supposed to do anyways.
yeah.
I guess.
I
then, couldn't they
don't
just get a
really see a
bonus?
problem with that, but it's just the principle of them gambling at all. It's like
Well, that if anything, that would encourage them to play harder because they got
Exactly.
money.
because like how do you regulate that?
I don't know.
Because like does every single athlete just have like their own
Or just don't gamble.
like
Gambling's
betting app?
fucking gay, dude.
Gambling is kind of fun, but like if
The whole point of gambling is for it to be fun.
no, the whole point of gambling is to make money.
No, the whole point is that you get so addicted, you're having so much fun that
Yeah,
you
the
keep
point of
giving
gambling
money
is,
away to
is
it.
the rush.
Yeah,
It's a drug addiction.
yeah.
It
Well,
is.
making money is like the fun.
Shout out, dude. We flirted with the devil. We found out how much money we can make doing rain bet ads.
Oh yeah, how
Yeah.
much?
I sent you a screenshot of it.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Some guy on Reddit posted that he did a rain bet ad, and it was something like he got $3,000 flat, and then $100 for every story and post he made about them.
Can we please? Can we please work with Rainbet?
No,
Please.
we're not gonna sell gambling, dude.
Please, what?
I'll do it.
What do you want to do?
You can do it on your own social media. I'm not gonna promote gambling.
Yeah, don't gamble.
It's just Rainbet.
Rain bet? You bet on the weather?
That's what it is. Yeah.
No, it's just another.
That's
It's
must
just a
be. That's
gambling
why
app.
the Jews are fucking manipulating
That's
the weather
why,
because
dude.
they're betting on it and then they're fixing the weather
Yeah.
so they can win those bets.
No, let's just fucking. Let's do it, and then let's just be like, hey guys, gamble responsibly. If you lose, stop.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. You can do that on your own social media. I'm not gonna promote gambling.
Well, how do I get fucking? I don't have enough subscribers to get Rainbet.
Then just get some more subscribers. You can do anything that you put your mind to, dude.
How do I?
Yeah, lemon. Like
How do
play
I-
disc golf.
Yeah, I
can make some
I
dope
really
disc
want to
golf
get
videos.
the fucking glasses.
Yeah, get them.
Those.
What
How much
glasses?
our
Like
boy,
just any
first
kinda
person,
camera glass.
first person
Glasses?
live?
Yeah,
Let's
it's
see how
camera.
much they are.
Like 300 for
Are
the
you sure about
for the
that?
Ray-Ban
Meta?
Meta. It's like
Glasses.
250 to 300. But there's cheaper alternatives.
Ray-Ban
looking at
Meta
them.
Wayfarer. Wayfarer is that what it's called? 160. It's not bad.
I saw one that was like 90, and
That's pretty
the reviews seemed good. but
130. This might be from a resale website, but 130 is not bad. Yeah, I don't know. They're cool, but like I'm not. I don't know.
I
like-
just feel like I would be inspired. Like if I had
Make
them, I
content,
would
yeah.
make more content. I'd just be like, oh,
those
I could do
are
this.
those are like viral factories right now.
I know. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I was a little kid, I had this fucking like dream of like contact cameras. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Like cameras that were like contacts. And I was like, oh, that'd be so fucking cool.
Yeah.
And
now it's a reality.
yeah, no, it was just I was just too stupid to think of glasses instead. I could have made millions of dollars.
But yeah, the glasses thing. I keep seeing these guys. Like, there's a new thing where they rizz up girls in public with their glasses, and they rizz up the women. It's a true testament to like to confidence and like, you know, being attractive towards women or all that.
How many push-ups did you end up doing? Is this your push-up count?
Yeah.
What was the final count?
What is on there? 139.
139.
He did 2,600.
Yeah. I did 2,600, dude. Didn't you watch the video?
Oh, he did 139 sets of 40.
Sure.
You did 139 total?
Yeah.
I don't think I did my math right.
Over how long of a time span?
It took me like I think the video is like 24 minutes, but like unedited.
Oh.
139 in 24 minutes?
Yeah.
Wait, did you just
How
like
did
do
you
them
count?
all?
You counted 20 and then 106?
Yeah, I was just like
got
I was
116.
doing them, and then I was just writing every time I took a break how much I was at.
Okay, so how would you film it? Did you like genuinely like do push-ups and then take a break and then like talk to the camera and stuff?
Yeah.
Or did you like just do the push-ups and then like edit, like record the sitting
No, it was
down
all
part
shot
after?
sequentially.
Okay, so what? Gotcha.
Yeah.
I kind of thought it was.
I'm an artist, dude. The people might not think about it. People might not recognize it as art, but I'm a fucking artist.
It would have been more artistic if you like shot it over a week.
That would have been. It would have been
'Cause
artistic
then it
to
would have been
actually
art. You're
lock
going-
myself in a room and did 2,600 push-ups.
You're going for reality.
Yeah.
art,
But I was going more for comedy for that video than
Oh yeah, no. That
realism.
was definitely the route to go.
Yeah.
Because like even if you legit did 2,600,
Yeah.
less people would probably watch it. Like
Maybe.
the same amount of people would have watched it.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I think that could go
'Cause they'd have
viral.
been like, eh.
If you do 2,000
Maybe
push-ups
if you
in
did
one.
100,000.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
yeah. If it's like
Maybe.
some kind of impossible number, maybe I'm underestimating it.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, who wants to watch you like do a bunch of push-ups?
It wouldn't just be like 10 hours of me doing push-ups.
It would have to be.
No, because I'd make it like fun, and I'd make it like build towards something. I'd make it like about something.
You'd be
Like the emotional journey of like accomplishing something. You know,
you should run a
the
marathon.
hero's journey.
and
the hero's
record
journey.
it.
I should run a marathon.
Yeah, get the glasses and run a marathon.
No one would watch
We
that.
all three of us
We
need to
should
get the
make
fucking
We
glasses.
should make a sketch about the hero's journey, but it's a euro.
The hero's journey.
The hero's
Yeah.
journey.
We should make a sketch about the hero's horny, and it's just he really wants to fuck someone.
We should make a podcast where we all have camera glasses, and there's no like, actual camera.
I asked our buddy First Person Life if we could do that, and he said he's down. But
Wait, do what?
Person life.
if we could do a podcast, but him like with the glasses.
Oh, he's in Michigan.
No, he's in Arizona.
Oh, he's another social media guy.
He's a social media guy.
Well, like, would he come?
What does he do? He just walks around.
Would
with
he be-
glasses.
He walks around with glasses, but he does like he makes it like look like a first person game. It's very funny content. You would
Yeah,
love
we
it.
Oh, I think
watched
you
it.
said
Yeah,
that.
he like
Yeah,
shoots
okay.
fireballs at people.
Right.
He's learning some new spells.
Uh,
He started doing lightning bolts.
This our boy,
yeah.
friend of the program.
I remember that.
I think he got upset because like people called him out for promoting gambling, and then he like posted a thing on his story about like he knows he's a hypocrite, but he's trying to commit his life to God or something.
That's crazy.
Shout out him.
Being a hypocrite or committing yourself to God.
Should
No,
commit yourself
just
to God.
saying that when people are calling you out for gambling.
No.
That's just kind of a wild response.
Well, that's everybody's out. You know what I mean? Like, no matter how big of a piece of shit you are, you can always be like, well, I found God. You know?
Maybe.
Like, that's what a lot of porn stars do.
I don't know. I would
Yeah.
just be blatantly honest and be like, they paid me.
Like, oh, I found
Well,
God.
I don't know. I don't want to get into this guy's like
Yeah,
personal struggles.
No,
and
I'm not
journey.
like
But
assuming.
he posted something on his story about like smoking weed. He thinks even though he like smokes weed, but he thinks it's wrong. He's been trying to commit himself to God. And then he said, "I know I'm a hypocrite because I promote gambling, or something." I don't know. Who cares? Promote whatever you want, guys. Nothing. Like,
Yeah,
nothing,
promote it.
I don't want to promote gambling because
And
I
man-
don't like gambling.
And man, who gives a fuck what people think?
Yeah, dude.
Like, I understand that they're your viewers and stuff, but like, when they're haters, just fucking, just chill. Like, they don't matter. They're just fucking sad people.
Yeah, comments aren't real.
Yeah,
comments aren't real.
Don't be sad.
Yeah,
I think it's an uplifting message.
Yeah,
that is.
I don't know. I guess I can't really riff an uplifting message off the top of my head, but like, seriously, like, don't
just
get in your head
gambling,
about it. Don't get in your head about like what people say.
I'm not gonna do it because I don't like gambling. But you keep promoting gambling.
I would love to do it, and I would be perfectly honest. I'd be like, I think you should be very cautious with this app, but like, they're paying me money, and I can't turn this down. So, download it if you like gambling. If you're gonna gamble, use this app.
I doubt they would let you post that.
For the ads that people do are like, I don't know if they like really check.
Maybe. But
like, it's only they all seem like jokes.
If I was the marketing department for RainBet, I wouldn't let that ad slide.
Well,
we'll find out.
I'm just reading the asterisks.
RainBet, let us know. Leave a message to us, RainBet. Lemon will promote your shit.
I'm reading the asterisks.
We'll see you next time. Big peace.
See ya.
Number one Measure Comedy Podcast.
Nice job, everybody. We did it.
Back on